Today we're going to go over the two-pocket Discriminator Currency Counter sorter. We call it the F&E BCS-160. It's called a two-pocket discriminator because there are two exit pockets. Anything that outputs in the bottom pocket are good, valid bills, and they were included in the count, which is shown on the display. Anything that shows up in the second pocket are rejects. The rejects could be a suspect counterfeit, or it may not meet the criteria of the machine. The beautiful thing with the discriminator is not only will it count how many bills and validate whether it is a good quality bill or a suspect counterfeit, but it'll also value your money. It'll tell you what the value of a stack of bills is, even if it's mixed denominations. The BCS-160 will run at over 1,000 notes a minute, so it's extremely fast. You put the bills in the top pocket for counting, and again, they will come out the bottom or the reject pocket. We have two different modes that you will be interested in using most on the BCS-160. In the bottom left-hand corner, it tells what mode the currency counter is in. In this case, we are in mixed mode. By pushing the mode button, we can cycle through to SDC, standing for single denomination count. The next, pushing the mode button one more time, it'll go to CNT mode, which is count mode. Typically, our clients do not use this mode because it turns off the currency validation feature, so it will not catch any suspect counterfeits, and it will not sort or separate the money. It's assuming that it is all a single denomination. Really, the only time you would be using that mode is if you received a large shipment from a bank or the Federal Reserve, and it's already sorted. To start our demonstration today, we're going to go into the mixed mode. We have a few levels of display. On the top, it tells us how many pieces or how many individual notes are in the stack. The next line down is what the value of that stack is. The next line down has an R for rejects. How many bills were rejected in the count? I'm going to simply put my stack of bills onto the counter. And in this case, we have a few rejects, and these are our suspect counterfeits. Not very good counterfeits, I might add. In this stack, we have our stack of money, and on the display we're seeing that there's 34 notes here totaling $202. We always recommend, with a currency counter, running it through a second time just to validate that in fact we get the same count. It's only a machine and it can make mistakes. Again, we're showing $202, so I know definitively that there are $202 in this stack. If I don't have time to sort this out and put it into my drawer right now because I have a line standing out the door, I can simply press the print button when the printer is turned on. I can simply press the print button and get an output. The output will state the varying denominations, how many of each there are, and what the value of each denomination. It also tells me there's 34 pieces, $202. With that, I could wrap that around my money, put a rubber band on it or a paper clip, put it in my drawer, and go on to the next customer. As you can see, it makes cashiering out varying customers with mixed stacks of money very fast. The next thing I want to show you is how we can use this to sort our money. By changing our mode back to SDC, we're in single denomination count mode. In this mode, whatever bill is taken off of the bottom of the stack, it's going to assume that that is the denomination we're counting, it's going to accept those denominations and put them into the bottom. Anything that's of a different denomination, it's going to put into the reject pocket. By repeating the process, we can work our way through the stack very quickly, sorting out the money. I'm just going to set this machine back a little bit so we have room to set the money. Here's all of our $5 bills in the stack. Here's all of our $20 bills in the stack. Here's our $10 bills. And here's our singles. Once we have no more rejects, we know we've gone through all of the sorting process. This machine can also be used for batching money. So if you need to strap the money for bank purposes or for your own internal use, it can be easily programmed for that. It can also do serial count recognition, where we're actually reading not only the denomination, but the serial number off of the bill. When we do that, it'll collect the serial numbers in the machine, and when we send the print, it will bring those up as a list on the printer, printing out specifically each and every serial number of every bill that was run through the machine. That's the basic functions of the BCS-160. I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration. And if you have any questions, you are certainly welcome to give us a call at F&E Payment Pros.